What's up, guys? It's Absence here with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the absolute best way to farm rerolls in Roblox's Anime Last Stand. Now, with the newest update, there was an addition to right here. The guide helps you get rerolls in newer units for newer players. So I'll also be implementing that into my video. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. The best way to get rerolls when you're first starting the game is obviously now with the new edition of the guide. As you can see, you get that's 20, 35, 55 rerolls if you could just complete the guidebook. And you get this really good unit, which is Hero Hunter Bloodthirsty, which for new players is going to be like, oh my god, it's a secret. But at the same time, when you get into World 2, he does eventually evolve into a godly. As you can see, if you go to Quest, Godly Trials, Hero Hunter Cosmic, he actually ends up turning into a godly. So that's very good for newer players as well. But this is obviously going to be the first method. Obviously, along the way, you will get a Mun unit. You get Idol, which is really good as a Mun unit as well. But now for the second method, I will say is probably the best way to get rerolls. We're going to go with raids. Now, I know it's a pretty big jump from first starting to get it to raids. But as you can see, so every day, these gets boosted for, I think it's, 3 daily boosts. So you're guaranteed 100% of the time 4 to 5 rerolls for 3 tries. Now, you might be thinking, that's not a lot of rerolls, but the thing is you can actually quote unquote manually play this overnight and get rerolls that way, which is what a lot of big YouTubers do, which is what I do, even though I'm not big. But as you can see, 30% chance to get 2 to 3 rerolls every run, and you can get Sung Jin Woo from this. This one gives you Sung Jin Woo, which also eventually evolves into a godly, which is what you're going to want to go for. But not only does AFKing raids give you rerolls for that benefit, it also gives you this to evo Shanks, this to evo Ichigo, which also once again becomes a godly. The Shadow Essence for Sung Jin Woo, the Sharingan Eye, Donut, and Smoke's Armband really aren't that important because those units really aren't that good. You can AFK any raid and you get good rewards no matter what. See, like this one for like the pirate one, you need these to end up getting Luffy Gear 5, which is a godly. If you wanted to get the Black Clover units, which as you guys can see, I have Asta on, he's a really good unit. Another really good method for obtaining rerolls is going to be survival, dungeon, and boss rush. The reason why is I think it resets like once every couple days, but you got 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, so that's 150. And then you go to boss rush, 50 in this one, 50 in this one, so that's 300 rerolls every couple of days, and you can just save those up for the next update, which is why, as you can see down here, I have a lot. My whole lineup is glitched, and glitched glorious and glitched with efficiency for the money units, which is what you're going to want to go for. You want to go for glitched, and if you can't get glitched, which is pretty understandable because it's the hardest trait to get, avatar is also a really good trait to get. Another thing, it's not the best farmable method, but doing like the summer events, you get this stuff. You got the daily rewards from here, and then if you go over to this is like the team stuff, claim rewards. You can get a lot of rerolls from these two. But as you can see, you can get 25 rerolls from this, and then team rewards. Like I said, this also gives a lot of rerolls. That's also a really good method to get. Now, another thing, it's not very consistent, but you have the daily spin. You have a 5% chance to get 50. You can get 4 spins a day. 4 spins, including your free run, so 5. Also, like I said over here, another daily spin, 7% chance for 25. That's another really good way to get rerolls. Basically, this whole video is just revolved around rerolls because they're the most important part of the game. You can't have good units and have a bad trait. They're not going to be that good of a unit anymore. But you got the unit index. All these units give you a reroll every, I think it's like either 1 or 2 rerolls every time you get a new unit. But that's why you want to make sure you collect as much units as you can. Even if you don't really want them, try to get them. That way you always have like that extra amount of rerolls. And the next thing, level rewards. This kind of goes hand in hand with the raid method, which I'll show you guys my personal method I do for raids. But this kind of goes hand in hand with that. You'll level up overnight, you'll get rerolls overnight, and get those. Just once again, really good method. The next method right here is gonna be challenges. You do have only 1 daily entry, which kind of sucks, but as you can see, you can do pearls, technique shards, XP, food, or stat cubes. Now, pearls are kind of more like on the expensive side. You can't really grind for pearls like you can in rerolls. That's why a lot of YouTubers, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna buy the bundles. They're not buying the bundles for the rerolls, they're buying the bundles for the pearls, because the pearls are what actually give you that bonus and more important damage. Now guys, without further ado, I'm going to show you my personal method to get rerolls overnight. All right guys, as you can see, we are in this is I think the second raid in the game. It's just the one I use because it's really close to the spawn and it's very easy to do. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to pull up Let me get it out real quick. I use Tiny Task just because for me it's the easiest one to do. But usually what I do is I beat this stage as fast as I can. But usually, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but whenever I go AFK at night, I turn seamless retry off, because seamless retry has a tendency to bug out in the middle of like the runs, and it kind of sets you back. It doesn't give you as many rerolls as usually would. But let's just beat this as fast as we can. Put down Sid because he's absolutely broken. This is probably one of the best maps to do it on, because the spawn's always the same, which is kind of like every Anime Last Stand map. All the spawns are usually the same, but when the game ends, I'm going to show you, you're not going to want to start it right away. You're going to want to wait. And you're going to see why, and I'll get to that point when I show you why. All right, so as you can see, we have beat the raid. What you want to do is want to hit retry, but don't start the Tiny Task. You want to keep your mouse in this exact same spot, because you're going to want to make it as fast as possible, because the faster the macro is, the faster and more consistent it'll go through, if that makes sense to you guys. So here's my method. What I do is I wait till I load in, and then my start key is F8. So I hit F8, I click right here a couple times, start a couple times, I put idle right here, go over here, spam X to cancel her out, click 1 for Ichigo, I put Ichigo right here like that, go over here, spam X, go back, click, spam T, click here, spam X, F8, end it. And then what I do is I use playback speed times 20 in continuous playback. So if I just sit it right here for a second, it'll click, click, idle, click, get rid of Itachi or Ichigo, click, get rid of, click, upgrade. And it's that simple. And then you just leave this running overnight, and you get you get like 100 something rerolls depending on how lucky you get. And then what I like to do before I do this is I go through all the maps, I get all the bonus rerolls, and then I AFK overnight. That way I get the most amount of rerolls I can get. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and leave down any recommendations for units you would like me to see and or showcase in the near future. Now, guys, my next goal is 500 subscribers. I'm halfway there. So if you guys could please just smash that subscribe button and help me out, it would mean a lot. It also gives me more ideas for content to post, so I know what you guys actually like. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.